Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Total War Road 2 Emperor Edition. But today, well actually just right now, we're just going to be looking at a little multiplayer match I did. And I was playing as Galatia and my opponent was playing as Carthage. The one thing you can notice that he brought some good skirmishers, some decent infantry, however he does not have much cavalry. I'll go over the more specifics when we're actually in there. So as you can see, I brought 4 Galatian legionnaires, 4 Galatian swords, 5 Celtic skirmishers, and 4 noble horse. Now I'll wait till my opponent gets up over the hill and I'll show you what his army is, because this map starts me out so I'm hidden. You know, my noble horse are almost over. Actually, they are over. There we go. Alright, so I still really can't see all of it. There you go. Alright, so my opponent brought 3 Grecian archers, 2 Balearic slingers, 4 Libyan infantry, and I believe 6 late Carthaginian hoplites, 2 Carthaginian cavalry, horses, and 1 general's bodyguard. Now my plan with my noble horse is I was going to use him to stave off his cavalry. However, since he does not have that much, instead what I can do is I can loop him around this way. I can loop one up there, and one up there. Just to get behind their lines. Now my opponent is going to set up his defensive line about right here. And he has these 2 Libyan infantry at each end of his flanks, which I would imagine so he could concave in. He's using these late Carthaginian hoplites to cover his own flank from cavalry. However, one thing that I think hurt him in the long run, which actually was why I won, because I believe he does have a superior army to mine, is that well, number one, he doesn't have any cavalry to stop my horses, because my noble horses are going to cleave right through this Carthaginian cavalry and that general's bodyguard. No shots are going off quite yet on my units. These guys are acting kinda as a screen, well, as like a meat shield for my Galatian legionnaires. But also, they are going to hold the center line while my Galatian legionnaires attack the flanks and concave in. Now, these two never really get to come in until the very end. However, these guys fulfill it perfectly after I get a rear charge from my noble horse into the army. Now, he's moved his late Carthaginian hoplites into position to help protect against the noble horse. However, I think he still should move them over just a bit more. I would have even left a little bit of space there between the Carthaginian hoplites and the Libyan infantry, because it wouldn't have been enough for a large amount of my horses to get through. Now I'm mostly just waiting for my right time as soon as I start engaging. Now he gets a lot of kills off on this Galatian swords right here. I believe they're already steady and having on the battle. And they throw their javelins when they're at 73 men. He moved his range units way too late. I got a good javelin throw in those guys. One thing he also did is the spot they are sitting in, they are too close to fire against any of these guys. If you look, they're just sitting there, they're not shooting. Now over here we have a little cavalry engagement between my noble cav and his Carthaginian cavalry. Over here he starts bringing his late Carthaginian hoplites in. He should have done it sooner, as soon as he saw that I was going to start the charge. However, it's better late than never. He did get his hoplites in a bit quicker over here, which will either run away, because those late Carthaginian hoplites are going to put a big dent in my horses. And as you can see, this Galatian swords is about to rout, because they got chewed up by this late Carthaginian hoplite. My Galatian legionnaires over here are putting in some work. These ones are really putting in work over here. This one's more or less just holding its own, which is really all I need this flank to do. And also, since Galatian legionnaires now have formation attack, I'm not afraid of the penalties that might come in with having formation attack off. Now, one thing I don't understand why he did here is he left his late Carthaginian hoplites right here for me to pelt. My cavalry, just knock my mouse away. My cavalry aren't anywhere nearby to really do any damage to that. I got another charge in here with my noble horse. I routed the Carthaginian cav with these guys, and I ran them right here into the general and into his skirmishers. And I just abandoned this Carthaginian hoplite. Charged my noble horse into the back of this line. And I believe my skirmishers start running out of ammo. Yeah, I think that's why he's moving up. I believe that this Galatian swords is about to start routing. I know one of these stays alive for a little while. Yeah. Yeah. Now he moves that one, and these guys easily could have come around and start taking on these Galatian legionnaires too. You see, now those Balearic slingers are starting to do a bit better damage. Yeah, now I have my skirmisher horde I sent in. Yeah, sorry for that, guys. I'm getting a little sick. Again, like I do seem to do every week. And basically, now there's just way too many soldiers here for the late Carthaginian hoplites to hold off. So not much here. There we go. Now he's wrapping around. My Galatian legionnaires are starting to take some damage. I lost 2 of my noble horse. However, that's fine. They serve their purpose pretty well. I brought this Galatian swords back. And they're about to hit. The second they take out this late Carthaginian hoplite, I'm going to flank him and join the battle down here. Now what he really should have done is earlier in the battle is, well, number one, he needed more cav, and he really needed to move his Carthaginian hoplites to engage my noble horse, because those noble horse were just allowed to run rampant and just destroy him. Now, what I also would have done is I would have stopped with these late Carthaginian hoplites, engaging the skirmisher. Engaging these guys would have been much better, or alternatively sending them here or over here would have been much better. So I'm going to bring my noble horse out to go run in for another charge over here. And actually, I forgot his Balearic slingers were here, and they got a lot of kills. While I was waiting, see, that's what happens when you don't let them do their job. You don't pay off to the very end when it's way too late. So thank goodness he actually used them as like charge bait, and all of those Balearic slingers just died like instantly on the charge. Over here, my Galatian legionnaires are wrapping up over here. They can take on the Carthaginian hoplites on their own. So I believe I send these guys in for a rear charge. Now I believe I either send these guys right here or I wrap them around one way or the other. This Carthaginian hoplite is about to rout. And this one, now the army loses, is about to start routing too. Alright, not a horrible fight. However, one thing I say that my opponent definitely could have done is if he had, like, any amount of cavalry. Like, any more amount of cavalry, he definitely could have put up more of a fight. Or just staved off my noble horse just from engaging. Because 199 kills and 125 on 2 of those noble horse. And the 2 that don't have many kills were the ones I suicided into the skirmishing line that broke it up. And into the back of my opponent's center. Now his Carthaginian hoplites, some of them did very well against my Galatian swords. However, he needed to get rid of those Galatian legionnaires. Without the Galatian legionnaires, the noble horses' assistance would have done nothing, and without them, my Galatian swords definitely wouldn't have been able to finish the fight. So guys, as always, if you play through, check out some other stuff, alright? And later today, there'll be another episode of Imperator Augustus. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Peace!